how we're going to integrate this product into our business and the corporate structure is very important. And we narrowed it down to 3 basic options. We could either first create an entire new sector for this product. However, if we do this, we are not leveraging all the experience that we have gained through the rest of the business. We know that by not using this, we are submitting ourselves into a little bit more risk when it comes to acceptance from within the company for the product. But then again, we figured that if we can't convince our own people, how are we going to convince the customers? So we narrowed it down to the other 2 options. We either introduce it as a new crop, or we have a transversal entrance. Let me explain a little bit more what it means to enter it as a new crop. Our business is structured, as this graph will show you, by the type of crop that you're growing, basically. And then within each country, depending whether there's presence in the country, that team is present there. But each crop has one major manager, which is called the business team leader. The business team leader is then aided by crop managers within each country. If we were to introduce this product as a new crop, you would have to do this. You would have to add a new row, you would have to have a new business team leader, and when expanding geographically, you would then add subsequently new crop managers. However, that's not exactly what we're doing, and I'm going to explain to you why in this next slide. This is the basic hierarchy for our business. As I mentioned, you have the business team leader, which on the bottom has a crop manager, and then each crop manager has product managers and local market experts that help them out with making all their decisions. So we believe that the best option is to integrate this transversely into the already set hierarchy of cereals. Why? Because we have the business team leader, the crop manager, and local market experts that are already experienced, and they can work with a new product manager. A product manager is basically there to integrate this new product. These 4 people are going to be the main players in integrating the product. As opposed to the other option where we have to make a new business team leader for this product, well, as you can see, it's a complicated hierarchy. If we start off with a new business team leader and treat it as a new crop, we're going to have a huge hierarchy for just one product, which is inefficient. So in the future, however, we are going to consider going back up the levels. For example, if we start finding that we have a lot of new products, new biologically engineered products, we're going to have to add maybe more crop managers in different places. Like, for example, in France, you already have a crop manager for cereals. Well, we can have a new crop manager for biologically engineered foods. Or if we see that we expanded throughout Europe very fast, and now we have a lot of representation in all of the other countries, we can have an entire new section and actually treat it as a new crop.
So, I have a lot of remarks. You have a lot of remarks. Shall we meet?
Okay.
And listen carefully. It's a crucial case study in marketing. And you will see why maybe a little bit later or maybe right now. Because it shows the limits of marketing.
One of our main points was that you're talking about internal recruiting, but the problem is what are you doing in terms of marketing? Because recruiting is just, you're assuming that people are into this idea, but
internal recruitment, or internal marketing, you're asking. Because one of the big questions is making sure that our people are as convinced as we are. Well, first of all, we don't have to, we definitely want the scientists to be involved in that process, and our first idea was to hold a conference, a company-wide conference, like the annual European conference, to educate about it. So that's actually kind of what we're doing right now, is the internal marketing to people from our company, and trying to convince them as to the benefits of the product, and of course getting scientific approval too. So.
And also, in a more general view of that question, we believe that the key is really in the financing. The thing that we're going to do is that we're going to recruit the people to be in this special marketing team. It's going to be recruited in a form that's going to be an exclusive thing. Whoever gets recruited into this marketing team is obviously going to get better compensation.
Clarify.
All right. I'm interfering because I want this point to be clear because it has to do with the general teaching of marketing. Can you write in 2 columns You're by your marketers and you're by your sales force, and what do they do? Each of its category.
But before we do that, since we didn't talk, and right now with the question we didn't talk at all for the sales force, if I can tell you a little bit about the general strategy before we write the board.
As you want.
Okay. Well, the basic difference is that when we're treating our sales force, we don't want to change that much. We want to try and keep the current sales force, and we do know that we have to motivate the sales force and that we're submitting ourselves to risk in rejecting the product, but it's essential that the current customers deal with the current salespeople. Because you don't want a customer having to talk to someone else when they want to buy biologically engineered products. Yeah, so basically, it's very difficult for us to tell our salespeople to agree with the product.
Absolutely.
But it's something that we just have to deal with. And the best way to do it right now is just through financial compensation.
Okay, so you see it's quite a different situation than with L'Oréal or Procter.
Okay, let's illustrate this way too. So this is our contribution by a pull strategy. This is push strategy. In the case it said that the push strategy seemed like the better option. We think that we definitely need a pull strategy in this case, or else we're never going to talk to the end consumer. And so this, it's actually the other way around. Sorry, it's actually the other way around. So our bio sales team is the one who's actually going to push the product to distributors, who's then going to try to sell it to farmers, who's then going to try to sell it to food retailers. We need to create some demand in the end consumer, which is the reason why we did it.
Maybe you will understand better by how we got to this strategy.
Yes.
We were discussing, okay, for example, for our stock feeders, when they're going to go sell their beef, they're no longer going to have on their package a little seal that says, this is EU approved organic beef. It's no longer going to be there.
No.
So how are we going to convince the stock feeder that they should feed their stock with our maize?
Yes.
Well, the way that we're going to do it is with this marketing team. They go to this company, and they will tell them, like, okay, how are we going to make this package look so that no one cares that you don't have that symbol on it? One example could be maybe where the symbol used to be, you can put something else. You can put something like a little circle that says, this beef was fed safe plants. Something of the sort. So this is a function of our marketing.
They're like an advising team.
I think the first go indication is how inside our company people react. Because I completely agree with your point that it's very, very important, but there's only so much we can do. So that, we think, is the first indication. If we're seeing that there's absolutely no way that the people within our company are going to accept this product, that is the first indication that this product is a no-go into this market. And we should stop it as soon as possible, because if you can't convince your company, how are you going to convince your customers?
What, Sleepy Hollow. Okay. Come back. What is he doing? This gentleman here, what is he doing right now? With his team, of course. And with them. What is he really doing? Is he just answering a question? Speak up.
He's offering an active strategy.
Yes. Can you be more specific? What is he doing?
He's admitting that it might go wrong.
Yeah. He's very prudent. He's doing something very specific.
Accepting the debater's comments, which makes it easier to convince them.
Yes. So what is he selling?
He's selling them acceptance, I guess.
More than that. He's selling what? He's selling something like trust us.
Okay.
He's not selling the figures. You are not selling the figures. You are not selling the hard figures. You're selling trust us. And it's a very good way to get a project. Okay? So this is, you know the name of that? This is internal marketing. Before convincing, you have to establish trust. So you say, in other words, you say trust us.